Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm
It's week 4 of the NFL, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Falcons and the Chiefs next on Madden Football.
BA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And taken right at the 35. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader, teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Falcons at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball start.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Ball start. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
Fighting his way through contact. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now Ritter. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. going to be incomplete. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo from 28 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ritter with it after the play fake. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Going play action, Ritter. That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very... Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Robinson with another carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Robinson. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and they pick it up rather easily. A gain of 9 on 4th and 2. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Ready.
On play action, here's Ritter. Rolling to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're...
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big play there for KC, 57 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there, that shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. Now here's Mahomes as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty... But the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
1st down, here's Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds. At the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
Again, it's Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Ritter. And this one too low. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Ready, go.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Mahomes now to throw. Open man right side is Tony. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Mahomes going to throw. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. A gain of 22.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Cooper, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Following the touchdown, here's Cooper to kick off. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 115 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game. They'll run with Robinson.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's up.
Go is no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Ritter.
Dropped back at the 15-yard line.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. 2 minutes left to play.
Game here on EA Sports.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
This from 32 yards away.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 16. Just under 2 minutes to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Boy, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Mahomes. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Mahomes.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the